and welcome back to Outer Wilds. I'm Duo. I'll be accompanying you on this curious and mysterious journey. In our last episode, we did a lot of things. We finally got to the eye signal locator on the Southern Observatory. There were some neat models there about some funky cyclones. We landed on the Hollow's lantern and miraculously didn't get charred to a crisp. And then we ended up on, Giant's Deep. Kind of investigating one of the islands there. We met up with Gabbro, our cool flute-playing friend. And we were fixing to check another island when both islands got thrown into space and came down, and I got caught in the middle of a island sandwich. So let's see if we can avoid that this time. Maybe do a little more investigating on Giant's Deep. And have a great time otherwise. Let's take a look at our computer, see if there is anything super new here. So we ended up getting the volcanic testing site, where ore samples from the Nomai mines on Timber Hearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nomai were trying to craft a briefly supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. Sounds like they might have expected a supernova to happen at some point. And, of course, even the smallest cracker opening in this shell would destroy everything. That sounds terrifying. Gabbro gave us a recommendation to go check out the Statue Island, one of the islands on Giant's Deep that has a Nomai statue on the beach, just like the one Gabbro sent back to Timber Hearth. And that's the one we ended up pairing with. I think that's why we're stuck in this, this never-ending Groundhog Day loop-esque kind of thing where we die and our memories get sent back. Statue Island, as Gabbro calls it, is the one with the two islands connected by a natural rock arch, so that might be one of the places that we're going to be checking out today. Let's see. Yep, he's hanging out on a hammock. Gabbro found a statue. Gabbro remembers dying. Just like we do. And we are probably the only ones who are aware that we're in a time loop. Gabbro mentioned a current sinking beneath the ocean, about how, you know, it keeps stuff from sinking below it. Although, as we saw at the Southern Observatory on Brittle Hollow, the trick to get down there is to use a cyclone that's twisting in a different direction. Probably won't do that right away. We'll probably check out this first at the very least, which is the orbital probe cannon that's in orbit around Giant's Deep. It's that thing that explodes at the beginning of every cycle. Yep, so they decided to build that probe cannon around Giant's Deep so they could find the eye, since the eye signal locators don't work. And maybe this is more successful, maybe not. Hard to say. Nomai certainly had a bad run of things, but they always remain positive. So let's borrow that a little bit and be positive and hopeful for our curious journey ahead. So, oh yeah, and this is the Southern Observatory. The new, more sensitive locator the Nomai built in this observatory was unable to detect any trace of the eye signal. It's kind of popping up all over the place, not able to pin it down in any one location. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nomai believed the eye was in a distant orbit around the sun. The Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye signal, instead look for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Which makes sense. Space is big. So, but I'm sure, you know, these brilliant Nomai came up with their own tricks for circumventing the bigness of space. Let's see, we discovered the White Hole Station, which has some interesting information inside of it. Things like, you know, each warp tower is going to be in tune with a specific astral body. So in this case, the warp tower on the White Hole Station is in tune with Brittle Hollow. So, you know, it will transport you back to Brittle Hollow, etc. In order to use it, you gotta be standing on the platform while it's in line with that astral body, when it's directly overhead. And warped objects appear to arrive at the receiver slightly before they departed the original transmitter. Negative time interval is incredibly minuscule, like 100,000th of a second. They're skeptical if their equipment could even measure that time to such a degree. We'll find out, though. The North Pole of Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There is a uniquely shaped Nomai rune on the surface. I'll have to go check that out later. Nomai were able to warp here from the Whitehole Station. This is where they first created warp technology. But we're going to head back to Brittle Hollow at a much later point. Apparently, they ended up investigating this negative time interval at a high-energy lab on the Ember Twin, which is something we'll check out much later. Anything else look super new? Oh, and there's a Tower of Quantum Knowledge, which might help us make our first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon on the Brittle Hollows equator. We'll have to check that out next time we're there. Alrighty, now that we've kind of recapped everything, got our suit on, let's buckle up and hit the stars. Or, more accurately, try not to hit any stars. That one in particular. We are heading for Giants Deep. Big green fella right here, storming all the time. It's autopilot. I wonder if since it's mostly covered in water, can I just wildly accelerate and hit the water and be okay? You guys ready? Gonna have an epic gamer moment. Yeah! Going a kilometer a second. Woo-wee, boy. Oh, wow. I had a big-ass tornado. But I'm okay. I am okay. Oh, hello. Let's stop and say hello to that real quick. After our stomach stops churning. This is Gabbro's ship. It looks a little lonely. Just like he was worried about. So let's spend a moment with Gabbro's ship. Cool. I'm sure it appreciates it. Well, let's see if we can find Gabbro again. I want to talk to him now that we've died on this planet at least once. Don't think that triggers anything, but he's my time buddy. He knows what's going on. There's that island that crushed me. And there's the campfire. Graceful. I mean, only damaged the hull a little bit. Can I repair it? That is the question. Side looks a little roughed up. There we go. Much better. No? Put you away. Hey, Time Pal. Nice weather we're having, huh? Wait. Have I used that one before? What's up? I found something. Nothing new. This is a new line. How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths. No, seriously. I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. So I'm going to have him teach me how to do it, and this is going to end the loop. So this is a very creative way to end a loop if you're stuck somewhere, if you don't have enough time to explore something else and you just want to kind of get a fresh start instead of trying to find a rock to bash your face into or flying into the sun. Just meditate, and time flies in the blink of an eye. You're obliterated in a supernova explosion without even knowing. We start back here. Alrighty. Enough of that, though. Let's hurry up and get our fannies to Giants Deep. Let's put our suit on so we don't forget. And away we go. We're actually probably closer to it than we were before. Yeah, a couple kilometers. There we are. Had to break out of the atmosphere. We're just going to pull an epic gamer move and slam right into the side of this giant steep. Assuming that probe cannon doesn't beat us there first. Don't hit the probe cannon. Oh, there's the core, which I cannot get to. I think there's some jellyfish-looking guys coming out of it. We'll have to investigate that in greater detail later. For the time being, there's Gabbro. He just taught us how to meditate. Hopefully don't have to use that here anytime soon. There's that thing. For an island with a stone arch, and here it is. Surrounded by tornadoes. I'm sure this ends well. Well, for science. Oh no, that's a little close. I'm gonna hang out in the ship for a second. Oh boy, here we go! Pretty cool out here. I mean, aside from the hole, you know, floating in space, waiting to slam down to a planet. And we have splashdown. There we go. Probably won't die if I head out there now. Don't you dare break this island up. This teaches us how to use the jetpack booster if we don't know how to already. So while we're engaging our jetpack with the right trigger, we hold A to get a little extra oomph. Charges a little faster if you're on the ground. There's a statue with eyes that are open. And there's the statue workshop. But, as you may have noticed, the little ball is broken, so we can't open this door. Leastways not from this side. Some gravity crystals. Boy, we love those. Don't fall. Gravity is twice as strong here, so our jetpack really struggles to pull us out of the water. I'll always use a tornado if we need to, though, I guess. Oh, I've got my mind. See, there's a tornado shelter right there. And some very messy Nomai writing, so probably a youth from Lammy. They're gonna test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? Tag it. Flock specifically told us not to do that. Levi? I'm gonna call him Levi. I really want to see the test too, Lammy. But that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Flox will let us see a later test. Maybe. Looks like a projection tablet and pool. A bunch of other neat information-y bits over there. Try not to get stuck anywhere. Jump over the doohickey. The other buildings here that are not completely torn down. That's where we came from. That's where we went. Not a lot to find here, I guess. There's nothing else on that stone, right? But there is another way to sneak in, but apparently it is risky. I've got a theory as to what that is, just given the nature of this planet and the way islands get thrown into space. I'm willing to bet there's a secret way in on the bottom. Let's take a look at what's over here real quick. And burn up all of our jet fuel while we're trying. It's another one of these Nomai teleporter doohickeys. So I'm willing to bet there are plenty of these on each of the planets to discover. I think we're just kind of waiting to get picked up by tornadoes, so I'll go ahead and read this. Welcome to Giant Steep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. From Phlox. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop below, inside the island. Oh, I wish he was there. He's probably also slightly dead. Alrighty, I'm ready. Smite me, O mighty smiter! I spit upon thee! Come on, tornado. Pick me up! So, how's it going, folks? I knew waiting for tornadoes could be so exciting. You can even hear the storms whipping around over there, but I guess they just aren't close enough to bring us up. Oh. You can kind of hear the audio of the tornado pick up right as it's fixing to nab your island. If it's close enough, rather. That's turning clockwise, that's turning clockwise. That is not turning clockwise. That one would push us straight into the... Hi? Don't hurt me, please. I'm not ready to die again. That is so scary. So imposing. Okay, we're in space. Let me out. I need to hurry up and get my butt on the bottom of this thing. At least I'm hoping it's in the bottom of this thing. Yep, there it is. Don't get your face mashed by the... Oh god, this does not end well. Oh god. Oh. We get picked up again. Alrighty. Second chance. We got a second chance. Let's not break our head on this. I'll break it too badly anyways, and land in this thing. Safe! Oh, and that's where my scout landed. Nice. Alrighty, maybe there's no more tornadoes that are gonna pick us up, we can hope. Here's an ash twin projection stone. From Remy, I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin Project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know that the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Phlox, ideally they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. Or, as the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? Remy says. Phlox? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. So whatever they're doing with this Ash Twin project, they're using memory masks, just like ours. I'm assuming. And so they've got it set up just in case something goes wrong with their project, they can go back and fix it before something catastrophic happens. Whatever that may look like. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be, to not know that something's wrong until it's too late. I agree. Okay, we're looking at the inside of the Ash Twin. I see all 3 of those masks. One of those is mine, I think, that's active. I think the other one belongs to Gabbro. The third one, we don't know where that goes just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a Nomai sending something to the statue, sending something to a mask that sends it back to the Nomai. So yep, just like we were thinking, it sends memories. Yara, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. Fox, see how its eyes opened? That tells us the statue is paired with Dax. Now, no matter where he is in this star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. The Ash Twin Project is where the memories are going. Huh. Yara, this is extraordinary sculpting work. Blocks? Daz. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? Now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within the Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai. So yep, just like the picture showed over here. Also, that sounds bad. I think there's no easy way up there. We're probably going to have to wait for space again. But it looks like there's some tasty information. At least a slab with something on it up there. Well, we'll take a peek around. Open this door at the very least. Say hello to our old ship. Let me up. Grab some of that delicious fuel. Maybe even a marshmallow. Who knows? Man, that'd be terrifying though, living on a planet like this. Watching twisters just twist away in the distance. Not sure if they'd come and pick you up and throw you into space and slam you back down. Probably why they built these little tornado shelters all around the island, just in case. Like maybe an incomplete statue with a little. Well, I guess we're just hanging out here until something happens. Oh, sorry. I didn't miss my only chance to get up there. Enter from the bottom, can't we? So I wonder if that space is big enough for me to get my ship under. Oh, I think I hear a tornado. Huh. If I don't get picked up soon, I'm going to test that theory. I'm going to jam my ship up in here. Oh yeah, it's upon us. It's upon us! Up, up, and away! Come on. It's right on top of us. It's a miracle we haven't been taken up into space yet. Alrighty, we made it. We made it. Anything on the other side of this? No. Oh god. Oh god. Get me in! Safe. There's our splashdown. No, no. There's our splashdown. Fox. I'm curious, is sending a being's memories back in time is the same as sending the being itself back in time? As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but, you know, my essence. As I imagine they're two different actions. Salva, wouldn't both actions effectively be the same? You know, sending your physical body back or sending your mind back? And to that I say no, because if your physical body gets obliterated by a supernova and your memories go back, you know, your memories would survive that transition, your body doesn't. Now, suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. Salva, but isn't the end result identical in either case? In theory. I mean, in practice, it's just like being your future self 22 minutes earlier, without any life-ending disfigurements or shenanigans. God, these tornadoes really want a piece of this island. Let's plot a course out of here. It's kind of close to the North Pole. There's a big-ass cyclone here. I think it's hiding something. I'll have to check it out later. This is loud. I'm in space. Let's get back in there. Put down towards the South Pole. Just a little bit. Is that something? No, that's Statue Island. Back near the top again. Hello. What are you? And you? Two islands. Gabbro's Island, and I think this is the construction site for the probes. There's one more island. He said there was 4. Here we go. Like an island. Didn't break anything. Oh yeah. Ghost matter nearby, so we're going to be taking pictures, making sure we're not walking into its aurora of pain. Don't appear to be any over there. We're going to jump it. Rah. This really seems different than the usual terrain around these parts. Oh, let's not touch the ghost matter. Is there a way around over here? It feels like it. Maybe? Oh, this is safe-ish. There's some trees here. We got some O2. There's a campfire. Oh, we have to. We have to. I'm sorry, guys. Who cares if we're gonna get thrown into space and die a horrible death? There's marshmallows to roast. Mmm. That's the good stuff. Some kind of jellyfish. Oh boy. Here it comes. And away we go into space. Can I talk to the tape recorder? Can I? Can I? Nope. Try to keep ourselves as straight down as we can. It's a miracle I didn't die. Perfect landing. Trip 4. Entry number, whatever. Crashes, 2. Boring crashes, 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. Ha! Yeah! Yeah! All the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giants Deep. You just got feldsparred. So this is a log from Feldspar, the first Parthian pilot to intentionally be launched into outer space. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Huh. Can't wait to tell Hornfels and Gossen about this one. Guess brute force isn't always the answer. Right, so that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is a big one now. Dark Bramble, here I come. That's where we can hear his harmonica. I think he might be there, or the ship might be there broadcasting his harmonica. It's hard to say. But we'll have to go pay him a little visit here soon. Now, where's my ship? Right over there on the other side of this jellyfish. Can I get there? Kind of. Let's try going up this way. Maybe. Put you away, jump over you. Thank God we can make it up one of these things. Yes, we can. Let's get back on our beloved ship before anything else happens. Looks like some of my thrusters are damaged. Can I repair any of that from here? Of course I can't. Can I get off this thing? No. I'm playing quap with myself over here. One of the thrusters is down, so there is no control on this. Repair that, because that's what really matters. Repair the hole. Should be good. Not to get anything too weird on the way out. Okay, I think we're ready to go look at that weird structure that is different. The rings and all that. Wait, is that the sound of... Oh, yep, that's an angry sun. Oh boy. Well, let's at least see what's on the other side of this twister. Can I get under it? There's a current, but there's a little gap here, right? I see something. Let me in. Not under. Well, let's try over. Yeah, we found something. Would you look at that? I think that's it for our time on this cycle. Let's go ahead and head to orbit and watch it all, and as we're moving as quickly as we can back out of the system. And hopefully not into anything more terrifying. There's the white hole and the quantum moon, I think, and our ramble. Wow. What a view. Universe ends. Keep running! Ah! Oh, that's different. Instead of getting caught up in the fire, I guess our memories were just yanked forcefully from our heads, or our existence or essence or whatever you'd like to call it, and catapulted 22 minutes back in time. So, if you ever find yourself outside the solar system when the supernova happens, don't worry, it'll bring you back. And here we are. That does it for today. I think in our next episode we're gonna look into that island that has the rings on it. Looks pretty important. And then I really want to check out that tower that was hiding in the cyclone up in the north. But I had a great time. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this wonderful and curious journey. And I will certainly look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.